body all in the groove and ready to roll. You can even make small circling motions. Right, whatever feels good. You got to get rid of the Sunday achies. Right, you got to get ready for the Monday wakies. And you're going to hug your right knee to your chest, left leg is going to kick out straight. And you're going to go side to side. So if you wanted to have one foot down on the ground, you can if your back was tight. Right, you can even pull your legs kind of wide and get your inner thighs. You can pull your legs across. I like pull my legs across. That's my new move, right? Pretty soon I'll have my leg behind my head. I'm just kidding. I don't want to do that. If I did that, my leg would be stuck. So we're going to go about one more to each side. And then you're going to have one leg up straight, grabbing behind your hamstring, and we're going to alternate there. So if you wanted one foot down on the ground, you can, right? It's up to you. Depends how tight you are. So as we're going through this exercise, try to start thinking of relaxing those shoulders and keeping that lower back down. And just nice and easy going side to side. If your hamstrings feel really tight, you want to hold the stretch a little bit longer, that's okay too. Right? There's no wrong way to do it. Heavens no. And we're going to go about one more on each side. And then we're going to relax on down. And we're going to have our feet down on the ground. And of course, we'll do some bridges. So nice big inhale in. Exhale, we'll press up. Squeeze those glutes. Nice and easy back. So just nice and controlled. Don't forget to squeeze those glutes every time you're coming up to make sure you wake up those muscles. Wake them up. Right, and you're just breathing and pressing up and down. No big deal. Right? Yeah. Most important part is that squeeze, right? And if you didn't drink water, you might cramp up on this. So, hey. So in your next motion, we're going to press up. We're going to hold our bridge. You're going to bring those arms up straight. And we're going to do alternating taps with our arms, right? So one arm goes back, one arm goes down. And you're going to go side to side like that. So just controlling those arms, right? Make sure you're breathing. Always breathing. Right? And we're just going side to side, nice and easy. You don't have to touch the floor. Just whatever range of motion feels good to those shoulders. You're going to go one more each way. And then we're going to have both hands up. You're going to have both hands come back and then up, right? So we're trying to loosen up those shoulders, right? Try to relax those shoulders. Everybody could use a little relaxation nowadays. Always. Okay, we're going to do about two more. And then you're going to have your hands come straight down, right? So you're touching the floor if you can and back. Floor and back, right? And you're still holding your bridge, of course. I didn't forget, don't you worry. And we're going to do three more. Here's one. Here's two. Here's three. And then we're going right into those alternating arms again. So still holding that bridge if you can. Make sure those hips are up nice and high, right? Can you guess we might use our arms a little bit today? That's okay. You want to use your arms, right? Arms are pretty important. So we got about 10 more seconds here. And then we're going to get our core moving for the day. So we'll go five more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax on down. So now we're just going to do some core bracing moves. So we're going to keep our head down. We're going to have our right leg up in the air. Left leg is going to stay in it. Exhale, our leg comes down. Inhale, it comes back. So your main focus on this move should be what is your core doing, right? So you don't want your back to arch. You want to make sure that your abs are tightened up, like if someone was going to come up and punch you, right? And of course, you're relaxing your shoulders, of course. So we're going to do two more here. Then you're going to keep that leg up, and we're going to go wide. So exhale wide, inhale back. As you go wide, try not to let your left knee go wide or that left hip move. So smaller motions are fine. You want to make sure that lower back is glued to the mat. You can even put your hands on your sides and feel those muscles flex every time that leg goes wide. We've got three more here. Here's one. Here's two. Here is three. Then you're going to relax and we're going to switch. So right leg's down, left leg is up. We're going up and down to start with. So taking your time, focus on that core, right? Thinking about your breathing, trying to keep our legs straight. We're going to do three more and then we're going to go wide. And we're going to do one more here. And now we're going to go wide. So exhale, we go wide. Inhale, we come back. So just nice and controlled. Remember, you want to try not to let your right hip move. Try not to let that right knee go wide, right? And you're breathing. So smaller motions are fine. One side might feel stronger than the other. We got 3 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And you're going to relax those legs down. So now we're going to have both legs in tabletop. So your knees are going to be bent. You want your knees right above your hips. You're drawing in those core muscles. We're going to inhale in. Exhale, you're going to kick both legs up, point those toes, stretch, hold here for about a second. Nice, easy inhale, you're coming back, right? So we want to kick up, point our toes, squeeze, hold, then you're coming back, right? If your back is really tight, you would just have one foot down and go back up, right? But it's nice and controlled, right? We're going to do some stuff with our legs in the air. So we want to get those hamstrings ready to go. We want to wake up our lower core, right? Because it's going to get fun today. We're going to get wacky and wild. Wacky and wild. Okay, you're doing an awesome job here. We're going to do 2 more. Here's 1. Here is 2. And you're going to keep those legs up. And we're going to let our legs come wide and then back. So just nice and controlled. You only have to go as wide as your mat. It doesn't have to be too terribly wide. Right? You want to make sure that you're keeping that core tight, pushing your lower back down. Okay, we're going to do about 3 more. And then you can relax your legs back to tabletop. You can relax your legs down. Oh yeah, and we're gonna go to our side. So we're gonna do just a little bit of hip work, and then we're gonna get started. So it doesn't matter which side you're on, whatever feels comfortable, we're just gonna kick our top leg up and back, okay? So nice and controlled, pointing that toe, leg is staying straight, right? And you're breathing, always breathing. Okay, so we're just gonna do some quick hip moves here. Just because when we have a band, you know that your hips are going to be involved, right? So we're going to add in a pulse and then kick. So you'll pulse, kick, pulse, kick, pulse, kick, pulse, and kick. So legs staying straight. You're just pulsing and kicking up. And we got about 15 seconds, then we're going to switch sides, right? Nice and quick. Okay, keep on breathing. 10 seconds. We're almost there. We're going to do 2 more. And look at that. We're already going to switch sides. So go ahead and quickly switch to that side. Once you are switched, go ahead and start letting that leg kick up and down. No pulse yet. Except you have a pulse. Oh, that's my joke there. So nice and controlled. Pointing that toe, leg is staying straight. Right? Maybe you just heard my knee pop. I don't know. It's debatable. Okay? And in about 10 seconds, we're going to add in that extra pulse. Okay, so almost there to adding. All right, go ahead. You're going to pulse and kick, right? Pulse and kick, pulse and kick, pulse and kick, right? Pulse, kick, pulse, kick. It's so fun to pulse. Okay, you're doing a great job. We got 15 seconds, then we're going to get started with our bands. Finally, right? I know. 10 seconds. You're doing a great job. Let's do 2 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. You're going to relax. All right. So you're going to grab your mini loop. And it's going to go up above your knees. Right? So band is going up above our knees here. So we're shimmying on it. Okay. Then from there, we're going to be on our hands and our knees. Okay, so on your hands and knees, if it hurts your wrists, you could go to your elbows. We're going to start with a fire hydrant move, and we will add to it. Okay, so nice and tall, hold that posture. Your right leg is going to go wide, and then slowly come back. So just your right side. You want to control that leg on the way back, right? And again, if the band feels like too much, you don't have to use the band, right? But if you can, it's good for you. Right, so making sure you're holding that posture, your head's not hanging down. Right, and we're going to add to this as we go. Of course, we already knew that. So just nice and controlled. Make sure that you're breathing, taking your time with it. So we got about 5 more until we add. Here is 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. So now what you're going to do, you're going to go wide. You're going to bring your knee to that same elbow. You'll come back. You'll come down. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. Isn't that delightful? It sure is. So every time that knee's coming towards that elbow, you're getting a little bit more of an oblique burn there. Okay, we're gonna go 5 more. Here's 1. Coming back, wide, in. There's 2. Coming in, back, 3. These are making me drip sweat almost. Okay, got 1 more. And relax. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our left leg. We're starting off with that fire hydrant. Okay, ready? And go. So you're just going wide and back, controlling that band. Only go as wide as you feel like you can. Okay? If you feel like the band feels like too much, take it off, right? It's still gonna work those legs, you know it will. The resistance just gives you a little extra oomph, right? A little more isolation in those glutes. So try not to let your head hang down, stay nice and tall, right? I know it's more fun to watch your leg, right? I want to hang my head down too because it burns. Okay, but try not to. We got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Now we add in that knee. Okay, so we're going wide, knee to elbow, back, down. I know. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. 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 5 more. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. There's 1. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. There's 2. Head's not hanging down. Try not to. There's 3. Right, going wide, knee to elbow, back, down. 1 last one. Wide, knee to elbow, back, down. Relax. Okay, take that band off. We're going to grab our larger band, right? So if you didn't have a large band at home, you could always set dumbbells, right? Dumbbells, and we're going to do a little bicep curling. Okay, so we're going to be in the seated position. You're going to have the band around the arches of your feet, and you're going to have your knees bent. You want heels down, toes up. So on this, you want to try to stay up nice and tall. If this hurt your back, you could put something behind it, or you could just stand and do this instead of sitting if you want to. It's really up to you. So instead of wrapping up your hands, you want to grab your straps so you've got your fist around it and you got thumbs up. You're going to slightly tilt back. You're going to go thumb to shoulder and back, right? So the more you hold on your band, the harder it gets. So you're going to curl and back, curl and back. So try to hold that posture, right? Remember, if this is uncomfortable for your back, you can put something under it, or you can stand and you could have 1 or 2 feet under your band, okay? So try not to let your body move. We want just those arms to do the work, right? Your body's gonna wanna help it, but we're gonna say, nah, you don't get to. Okay, nice and controlled. Keep on breathing. Okay, and then on this next move, you're gonna curl all the way. You're gonna come halfway and back. So it's not fast, it's slow and mean. Okay, but keep your core tight. Make sure your neck is nice and long. You're breathing. You got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to repeat. We're going full range. So full curl and back, right? If you want to make it harder, tilt back a little more. Hold more on your band, right? You're going thumb to shoulder. So we're trying to go a full range of motion, right? You have 5 more, then we're going to do our halves. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're coming halfway and curl, halfway and curl, halfway and curl. Keep on breathing, nice and controlled. You have 5 more to go, slow and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're gonna relax. Okay, going back to our mini loop. It's going back up above those knees. All right, so shimmy it on, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. All right, now we're gonna be on our back for some bridges. Okay, so what you wanna do here is you're gonna have your feet about shoulder width apart, just like normal. You're gonna press your hips up. You're gonna go wide into that band. You'll come back and then down, right? So your hips are up, wide, back, down, right? Up, wide, back, down. So just nice and controlled. You're really trying to add resistance to that band. Try to keep it just resistant or tight that whole time, right? Because if your band gets saggy, you know what happens to you. You can figure it out, right? I won't say it, but okay, nice and controlled. We're gonna stay up in our bridge here and about 3 more there. So there's 1, there is 2, and on this next one, you're gonna stay up and we're just gonna go wide. So we're not gonna go fast with it. I want you to go a full range of motion as you hold that bridge. Control those legs on the way back. Don't just let the band flap your knees in. You wanna resist that band, right? I wonder why it's called a resistance band, because you're resisting it, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's just too logical. Okay, nice and controlled. We are going to go into kind of a pulse type move soon. So you can prep yourself for that. So you're going to let your knees go as wide as you can. You're going to come halfway and wide. So it's still going to be slow, right? I want you going slow today so we can really do precise movements. So you're going wide, halfway, wide, halfway. So it's not fast. You're still controlling it. It should still be burning. You shouldn't like it, and that's all right. Okay, but we're almost there. Keep pressing wide into it. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh, yeah. So go ahead. You can just keep your band around your legs if you want to. But we're going to be using our large band, right? And you're going to have your legs in tabletop. So I just didn't take the band off mostly because I'm lazy. That's it, right? So I'm just letting you guys be lazy too. So you're going to hold this band right above your chest, and you want to have your hands about shoulder width apart. Okay? So as we're holding tabletop, we're pressing all the way back down. You're going to pull wide on that band, come right back in, right? So the band doesn't have to touch your chest. It can, right? But you want to control it on the way back. Okay? And we're just holding tabletop. Right? Nothing fancy with that band other than I'm just too lazy to take it off. That's really it, right? So I'm just keeping it on because we're going to use it in a bit. Okay, so nice and controlled with that band, making sure that you're breathing. So now as we go wide, you're going to kick your legs out and then come back in, right? So we pull and kick and back. If that feels tight on your back, you could kick up higher to the ceiling, or you could have your feet just staying, our legs staying tabletop. Okay, but you're pulling and kicking and then back. Pulling and kicking and back. So really pay attention to your lower back, making sure that core is staying tight. Okay, and on our next motion, you're going to keep those legs wide. You're going to pull. You're going to come halfway back and pull. So you're pulsing kind of with that band, but I want you going slow, right? If having your legs stays out feels too much, come back to tabletop, still do this motion. So the lower your legs are, the harder it's going to get, okay? Nice and controlled. We got about 15 seconds, okay? Keep on breathing. Keep on working. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to relax, set that large band down. So now with your mini loop band, we're going to bring it to our shins or our ankles, okay? And we're going to do some fun core work. So on this, you have the option. Legs could be up straight, or if your back is feeling tight, you will want to do tabletop. Okay, so either way, I'm going to have my legs up straight. So what you're going to do, hands are going to be behind your head. You're going to crunch. Your legs are going to go wide. Legs will come back. Your head comes down. So you crunch, wide, back, down. Crunch, wide, back, down. So as you're doing this, make sure you're pointing your toes as much as you can to the ceiling. That way it engages your full leg, right? We want your leg moving as a unit. Okay, nice and controlled. We've got about 15 seconds. And then we're going to add. Adding. We love to add. Of course we do. You know I would add to this. You should know that by now. So next motion, we're in our crunch. You're gonna go wide, half back, wide, half, wide, half. So now this is really nasty. It's burning. Point those toes, right? You're almost there, and we're gonna repeat this move. Keep the core tight. You're doing a great job. We got 10 seconds. Whew. My legs are getting tired. I'm getting the wobbles. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those legs up. We're going to repeat our first move. We crunch, go wide, come back, come down. Crunch, wide, back, down, right? Crunch, wide, back, down. Remember, you got tabletop if you need it. Wide, back, and down, right? Crunch, wide, back, down. And we got 10 seconds until we get to the real deal. Ooh, 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 right? Okay, so holding that crunch, legs go wide and half, wide and half. Point your toes, right? If your ankles look like this, you need to point them more, right? You don't want flappy ankles. You're not a bunny. You don't have flappy ears. Then you wouldn't want flappy ankles, right? And we're holding that crunch. If your neck hurt, put your head down. Focus on those glutes. I don't care what you need to do to keep moving for 10 seconds, but do it, right? Point those toes. Nice, strong ankles. My band is very heavy. Ooh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oof. That was fun, wasn't it? Okay, taking that band off. We're going to finish up with our long band. I don't know what colors yours are, but mine's blue. So what we're going to do here, you're going to have your right foot in the band. Left leg is going to stay down. And then you're going to hold that band up by your feet. You're going to pull all the way down, and your triceps are going to stay down to the floor. And we're going to do some single leg bridges. Yeah. So we're going to press up and back. Your triceps are staying to the floor because you're resisting that leg, right? If this hurts your back, you could repeat, or not repeat, but you could do a bridge and hold the band in your hands. Okay, but we're pressing up and back. So triceps should be pinned to the floor the whole time. Your foot is trying to break through that band, but your arms are holding it down. Okay, nice and controlled. You're doing a great job. We got about 10 seconds, then we're going to do an isometric hold. Okay, yeah, 2 more. On this next one, we're going to press up and we hold. So you're holding that resistance, right? You're pressing into that band. You're trying to pull as much as you can, get those hips up as high as you possibly can. You're doing a great job. We got 15 seconds, then we're going to switch sides. Keep on fighting that resistance. Right, we're almost there. 10 seconds. Pow, 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 right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, and we're switching sides. Left leg's in, right leg's out. Pull that resistance. Triceps stay down. We're pressing up and back. Up and back, right? Keep those triceps pinned to the floor, right? Keep on pushing through that resistance. And remember, if a single leg bridge feels like too much, you can keep both feet on the floor and put the resistance band in your hands, right? So nice and controlled. We have about 5 more, and then we're going to hold. Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, and up and hold. So we're holding that resistance. You got an isometric going here. Try to fight that resistance as much as you can, right? So you're trying to constantly push through that band, right? And your band is pulling down on that foot. Okay, got 15 seconds to go. Keep on pushing and pressing. We're almost there. 10 seconds. 10 seconds, that's easy. We might as well do this for 2 minutes, maybe. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna relax. Okay, last move. You're gonna have your band. You're going to go both legs in tabletop, and you're going to put your band right on top of your shins. So what you're going to do, you're going to keep your head down for this whole time. You want to hold your band up close to your calf. Your arms are going to be straight. You're going to pull your hands down to the floor and back. So your arms are staying straight. You're pulling down and up. Okay, your legs are staying in that tabletop position, right? And this should be working your core and triceps, okay? So nice and controlled, right? And the more you hold up closer to your leg, the harder the move will get. Okay, and in about 5 more of these, we're gonna pulse, and that's gonna get even more fun for you. So we got 2 more. On this next one, you're gonna pull down as far as you can. You're gonna come halfway up and pulse. So point your toes so that those legs stay steady. If you wanted to hold up in a crunch, you can, as long as it doesn't bother your neck, right? It's really up to you, but you wanna really focus on that core staying tight, right? This shouldn't be easy. Even if your head's down, you should feel those abs. Okay, we got 15 seconds. Then we're gonna repeat. You're almost there. 10 seconds to go. Keep pulsing. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax briefly. We're gonna repeat. So you're gonna pull straight down and back, right? Pull straight down and back. Pull straight down and back. So really, every time you pull down, think of squeezing those ab muscles super tight, right? Make sure those legs aren't moving. So you have to use those quads to hold this position. So if your legs burn on this, that's good. 5 more, then we pulse. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and here comes our pulse. We pulse, pulse, pulse. So if you want that head up, you could roll up and high into that crunch, right? You're breathing, you're keeping your back down, you're pulsing. Stay lifted up nice and high. Okay, if you're lifted. Otherwise, hang on tight to that band. Your pulse, 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 pulse. That's your fast move. 15 seconds left. You're almost there. Keep pointing those toes. Keep on holding. You got 10 seconds. All right, you're trying to crunch if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And we are all banded up.